A viral Facebook post from the Putnam County Sheriff's Office is stirring outrage after deputies posted a mugshot of a 9-year-old boy accused of threatening classmates with a knife. The post has drawn tens of thousands of comments, many questioning whether a child's photo should ever be made public. Haja Ba joins us with how the Sheriff's Office is responding and what the law actually says.
So the Sheriff's Office says it's part of a long-standing policy, but tonight a legal expert tells me this issue isn't just a legal thing, it's what's right. And to be clear, First Coast News does not show mugshots of minors unless they are murder suspects, because releasing their photos can have lasting effects. It's about protecting privacy while still reporting the facts. It all started as a Facebook post, the mugshot of a 9-year-old arrested for allegedly threatening classmates with a knife during recess at Middleton Barton Elementary. Now that post has exploded online, with tens and thousands calling it inappropriate to share a child's image. The Putnam County Sheriff's Office says they're standing behind their decision.
We have not had any repeat offenders since we have put this in place. Parents are aware of the children that their students are hanging out with. They are aware of what is going on in their schools, and we are going to continue that to maintain the safety of our children, our students, our faculty and staff at all of the Putnam County area schools.
Under Florida law, juveniles charged with a felony are not protected by confidentiality, meaning their name, photo, and arrest report can legally be released. But criminal defense attorney Shannon Schott in Jacksonville, who specialized in juvenile law, says this can have long-term effects on the child.
That just because we can post the mugshot of a 9-year-old doesn't mean we should. But interestingly, there's also a Florida statute that allows this family to demand that the photo be taken down. And they can, send a letter via certified mail. There's companies out there that will do that. And if the Sheriff's Office doesn't take it down within 10 days, they can actually be sued civilly.
For now, the Sheriff's Office says they stand on their policy and have no plans to remove the post despite the backlash.
The juvenile justice system really is intended to keep things behind closed doors so a family can privately heal and move forward and help their child move forward. So it's really just a conflict between the way the sheriff thinks that things should be done and how the system actually works.
Hajabah, First Coast News, on your side.
All right, peace and blessings. All praises due to the Most High, and there will be a fierce nation, fierce continents, which won't regard the old or the young. And here we have an example of the school to prison pipeline in full effect, where this sheriff charges the child with a felony for bringing a knife to school and allegedly threatening students. Now they have this child's photo on a Facebook post, which is still up. I'm going to show it to you and go over the Facebook post, but I can't believe that fat, ugly, white double chin lady from the sheriff office saying we stand by it. We're going to, people need to know who their kids hang around with. And this is a long-standing statute and it hasn't changed. Let's go back and see how many white children have been posted or even arrested for an offense at school. And of course, the Putnam County in Florida is 70% white and 15% black. So we already have the racial demographic disparity at play. But according to this Facebook post, and we can see it with the child's picture full in tow. Here it says right here, you can read this post and you go down, they have the little child. You can tell he has been crying. The little child says 9-year-old arrested after threatening classmates with a knife. Allegedly, Anthony Walker put his name out there. 9 years old, was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill. After threatening 2 classmates with a knife he brought to school Wednesday, youth resource deputies were notified Thursday possible threats involved with the knife by Walker from the day before and began their investigation. Now, this is the day before. Did he cut anybody? During recess at Middleton Barton Elementary School Wednesday afternoon, Walker and one of the victims got into a fight. On Thursday, the victim told deputies Walker said he was going to stab him during the fight. The victim said Walker then pulled a pocket knife from his backpack. The victim said he ran and told a teacher. Now, if there was a fight, normally students get suspended. Another victim, like he stabbed someone. Another victim told deputies while on the playground, Walker tapped them on the back. When the victim turned around, he said Walker had an open knife in his hand. The victim said he ran from Walker out of fear and tripped. Now, did he threaten that man? He just showed him the knife, which a lot of kids do when they have something they don't supposed to have at school. The victim told deputies after he tripped, Walker stopped chasing him and walked away. Now, first, the victim said he ran. Now they're saying Walker chased him or stopped chasing him. There they go with the narrative. A third child told deputies Walker walked over to her, showed her a knife, and asked her not to tell the teacher. She told deputies Walker walked over to another child and flicked open the knife and pointed it at the child's stomach. The child was unable to be identified. So basically all of these ragtag stories told by a bunch of 9 years old. Parents, we cannot stress enough the importance of checking backpacks. Also, please encourage your students to talk to their teachers to use the Fortify app when they see something. Several students reported seeing the knives. Now he had 2 knives throughout the day, but no one told a teacher until after the threats occurred at recess. If the knives had been found and removed by an adult prior to the threats, the school could have handled discipline, and this would have not escalated to a felony arrest. Now, it did not have to escalate to a felony arrest. He brought a knife to school and was showing it off. That's my gist of the situation. Hey, I got a knife. Now, if he got in a fight, why weren't the students suspended? Why weren't the parents called? They're going to wait till the next day and do this investigation and saying this man had a knife and charge him with a felony at 9 years old. Now, the other week we had a situation of a white girl in a high school after a fight threatening to shoot a black girl while calling her racial slurs. Now, this girl was 15 or 16 years old. We've heard nothing about charges, nothing about their terroristic threats, nothing about felonies. Now, this is the disparity that we're in. Also, there's another story that you're going to hear where a 5-year-old black girl was attacked by 3 white boys, ages 8 to 10. Hit, stripped, some say she was SA'd, if you know what that means. She was left in the hospital with serious injuries. And the police are saying the boys are too young to arrest. Now, here we have boys 8 through 10 almost killing a black girl. And here we have a student allegedly saying that he was going to hurt somebody with the knife that he brought to school. Yet he's charged with a felony, and these are too young to arrest. What's the difference? And so I think this is an example of the blatant racism of that sheriff's department and that fat double chin white lady. I'm going to say it because she needs to lose weight. But I think this is, the once again the criminalization of the black race, and especially children. To put that young man's photo up there is just irreprehensible. And I hope the family does pursue that legal action to demand that they take that picture down. And if they don't, like they said they did, I'm white and I say so, I'm keeping it up, then they will be liable for a civil suit. Even the white lawyer made a valid point. Just because we can post pictures doesn't mean we should. So that once again, that's just a blatant, outright, display of white racist supremacy in this situation. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this video in the comments. Y'all see the number 919-587-7782. Thank y'all for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And as always, I pray you have peace and blessings. Scripture says all things that are hidden shall be revealed, and those things done in secret shall be exposed on the mountaintop.
Let's go, Rich. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news throw mud in it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it, you should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Who keep the people long form, stories abroad from literary work. Where the narrative's wrong, the research is always on point, the commentary is hard. As Rich Teller raising the bar. Follow along, shout out to FBA, still FTP, big up NFAC, and all my black families. It's three sides to all stories, which one you gon' believe? We run down on the false prophets when they come to deceive. 100% urban world news, current events. We don't like them lies. Media is biased, cause we got God beside us. Ladies and gents is power. If you don't know by now, look around, we the darkest hours. Cops squeezing hammers, cause they don't understand us. We stop and freeze with our hands and kill us off like cancer. Don't speculate before the facts on the case. Tell a house, set them straight, my smoke the rich investigate. You watching Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. Give you the truth before fake news don't mud it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing. Telehouse Publishing, breaking news coverage. The propaganda grammar, don't believe none of it. Before the jury decide and the judge discover it. You should tune in to Telehouse Publishing.
Negroes have listened to the trickery and the lies and the false promises of the white man now for too long.